Sawadee I'm JP Mestanza. It's Tuesday, April 4th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Thailand has reinstated its 30-day visa exemption policy for tours from roughly 60 countries effective Saturday this past weekend, marking a reversal of a previous regulation that allowed visitors from these countries to stay up to 45 days without obtaining a prior visa. Tours from mainland Europe, the UK, the US, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and other countries will now only be granted a 30-day stay in Thailand if they choose to enter the kingdom without obtaining a prior visa. According to the Tourism Authority of Thailand, visa-exempt visitors will still have the option to extend their stay once for an additional 30 days if they go through immigration, allowing them to travel the nation for a maximum of 60 days. Visa-exempt countries will also have another option to obtain a 30-day extension by briefly leaving and re-entering the country. However, land border crossings can only happen twice per calendar year. While there are no official restrictions on entry by air, immigration officers have the discretion to refuse tourists entry and require them to obtain a formal visa from a Thai embassy beforehand. Additionally, the visa on arrival period, which had been extended from 15 to 30 days, has now reverted back to 15 days for countries considered visas on arrival. The TAT reportedly plans to approach the new government after the general election in May to potentially revise the visa program again to attract more tourists. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A week after Kamala officials promised to take action over black wastewater running across the sand at Kamala Beach, the Pakbang Canal that feeds the dark stream remains a shiny black and reeking with a foul stench. Officials have long asked local residents to ensure wastewater is treated before being emptied into the canal, which runs through key areas in the popular tourist town. A long-term Phuket expat who lives in the area told the Phuket News that officials give the recurring problem, nearly an annual event, little serious attention as the problem does not present itself during the rainy season, when regular rainfall helps to flush the canal into the Kamala Bay. Only last week did local officials say they would urgently have a channel dredged deeper across Kamala Beach so that the black wastewater could flow quicker across the beach and into the sea. The Katu district chief also admitted that a water treatment machine used to clean the water before it hits the sands is broken and that an aerator would be installed to generate oxygen in the water in the canals. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The chief of the Phuket Provincial Police is ordering officers to take action against any motorbike rental shops that occupy public parking spaces solely for presenting their rental bikes to customers. The order was made over the weekend with special attention set to be given to motorbike rental operators on Montri Road in Phuket town. Major General Sermpan Sitikong explained that police had received many complaints of rental operators occupying public parking spaces on the streets, leaving other people, including local residents, nowhere to park. Rental operators are being informed that placing any objects, such as signs, chairs, or any other object, to reserve parking spaces for their own use was illegal, and anyone who places objects that obstruct traffic without permission face a fine of up to 10,000 baht. In line with how the law is enforced in Bangkok and Pattaya, people who provide photo or video evidence when reporting other people reserving public parking spaces for their own use stand to receive 50% of the fine imposed. Further fines that may be imposed on people who reserve public parking spaces for their own use include a fine of up to 500 baht under the Traffic Act and a fine of up to 5,000 baht under the Criminal Code. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Police have obtained court warrants for the arrest of 3 fugitive Chinese men in the kidnap and murder of a Chinese university student whose body was found in a ditch in Nonthaburi province on Saturday. The National Police Chief says they've identified all suspects in the case and the warrants have already received court approval. The body of Jin Kan, a 22-year-old Chinese music student at Bangkok Thonburi University, was found in a ditch at a plantation in Nonthaburi province on Saturday afternoon. Her body was in a sack with 5 stab wounds and a towel tied around her neck. Surveillance camera footage showed 3 Chinese men abducted her from the university last Tuesday, took her to a rented house in a high-priced housing estate nearby, and detained her there as they demanded a ransom of 500,000 yuan, about $2.5 million, from her father in China. The father received the ransom demand together with a picture of his daughter with her wrists and ankles tied. He then asked the university about his daughter's whereabouts, but suspected it was a prank and never paid the ransom. The national police chief stated that there had been a considerable number of Chinese nationals committing crimes in Thailand, and went on to state that they were working with their Chinese counterparts to deal with crime involving Chinese nationals. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Tuesday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.